So I'm in Minneapolis on the easternmost end of East Lake Street. You can see right there that the graffiti at this end of the street looks like little flowers. That's nice. And I'm driving East Lake Street because we're coming close to the 3-year anniversary of the George Floyd riots. And I just kind of wanted to see what this block looks like, or block, there's like 5.5 miles here. What this area looks like as far as since the riots. And I think this end was affected, but not affected too bad, so probably won't see too much damage down this far till we get up a little bit. We're at 43rd Street, and I think the majority of the damage started around 28th Street, so we got a few blocks to go before we'll get to what is really bad. But I just, while I was here, I wanted to see if, and I didn't see it after the riots, so I don't know what it looked like, you know, right after the riots. I wasn't here, or if I came here, I didn't come down this way, and I just kind of want to see what it looks like now, if it looks like they rebuilt the city, or if the cities are still boarded up. I had heard that the police station, the one that they burnt down, I had heard that's still standing, and they haven't even tore it down, and it still looks okay. So here's a boarded up building right here on the right with graffiti on it. That one's completely, well, the one next to it's completely boarded up as well. All of these businesses are empty, every single one of them. Okay, that building looks like they're using it, but there's graffiti all over it. Graffiti all over that building too. So a few buildings that got damaged. But most of this still looks okay. That Walgreens has got fencing all the way around it. It looks like they might be doing construction on that. More graffiti, fenced off areas. That place is closed down. Doesn't look like it's coming back. This O'Reilly's here, that's closed down. That's not coming back. So this is where we're at, where the bulk of it was. And I don't know if this parking lot on the left, I don't know if that used to go to a building, if there used to be something there. There's a lot of police presence down here though. I just passed one and there's another one up on the right. So this area is probably still bad. But there's an empty lot right here with a parking lot next to it. So there was likely a building there that is no longer. And the police station, I think, is right up just a couple blocks from here. I'm going to turn right here where this cop is and just go up and around this block. Actually, this looks all messed up here. We'll keep going straight for a minute. Yeah, graffiti everywhere. Police officer man in the post, keeping things safe around here. And all of this on the whole right side here, it's all closed. The buildings are all boarded up. That one's just, nobody's using it. These are all boarded up. And graffiti, all boarded up. None of this is even usable right now. Now the other side of the street as well. I don't know if I'm aiming the camera at it very well, but the other side of the street doesn't look very much better. And I think this is the police station. Yeah, that's the police station right there on the left. I should have just stopped at that light. That's the police station right there. I'll hit that on the way back. Target looks completely fine. They tried to get in there and they couldn't. I think that was the police station we just passed though. we'll go up here a little bit and I'll catch that on the way back, and maybe we can see if we can get a closer look at it. But just that section we just went through of, I don't know, 3 blocks, I would say 90% of the businesses were boarded up, if not all of them, in that 3-block section. That was one of the areas. That's the police station that got burnt down. So that was the area that was kind of hit the hardest. A lot of graffiti everywhere. I don't think this city recovers. I don't think it comes back from this. Got homeless person sleeping on the street right there. A lot of garbage. A lot of garbage. Let's get out from behind this bus. But this area isn't too bad right through here. Oh. Of course, someone's. Oh, no, we got them. Okay, there's a cemetery. I don't know if that saw any damage or not. I don't think I was in Minneapolis at all, probably for a couple years after the riots. I think the first time I came down here was maybe last year I was here. I don't know. Here's another building on the left that, I don't know if I got that. That's looks like a church. Graffiti all on all of this stuff. All of this stuff, all graffiti, all boarded up still. All boarded up. I come here a couple times a year at least for work, and but I don't think I did anywhere near the riot time, and I didn't think of even coming down to take a look at it at that time. That was long before I started my channel. More graffiti everywhere. Yeah, graffiti on all this stuff. I don't know if it was like that before or not. There's a new building getting put up. Looks like an apartment building or something, so they're trying to build some of this up. Oh, graffiti, that building's closed, graffiti all over it. More graffiti everywhere. So this area, well, all those buildings actually on the left or on the right, every single one of those is closed. This one here, oh, this restaurant looks open, although there's graffiti all over it. Some of this stuff is open now. That thing looks like that got kind of taken out. Like that does not look like it's got graffiti up way up high on that one. Yeah, I don't know what this looked like before the riots, but it's kind of dumpy now. Although you got lady here walking her dog, so maybe the area isn't a bad area. As far as the people go, it doesn't look like, I mean, you don't see a bunch of people hanging out on the streets. Back that way a bit there was, but not where we're at right now. I'm just going to go up a little bit further and then we'll turn around. Yeah, this stuff, oh, that auto repair is open, but looked like that probably got burnt down. So this empty lot here on the right was likely, there was likely a business there, because there would not be an empty lot right there on the corner like that. If there wouldn't be an empty lot there like that unless that was one of the buildings that got completely destroyed and the city made them actually remove the building. There was over like 700 businesses that were damaged in Minneapolis, and I'm not sure if that included St. Paul as well, because it did go into St. Paul. So I don't know if the 700 was strictly the Minneapolis numbers or Minneapolis and St. Paul, but 700 This is the Chicago Lake Liquors. I'm not really turning the camera very well on that. That one I remember seeing people going out the back door with armloads of liquor during the riots where they were filming them. I remember watching that on TV. There's a bunch of graffiti up to the right next to the Popeyes chicken. And this is Chicago and Lake. This is a bad area. And another empty lot right up to the right. I guarantee you there was a building there prior to the riots, because there's no way they have an empty lot on the corner like that. And none of this stuff's going to come back. Nobody's going to build anything else here. No one's going to open any businesses in any of these empty buildings. At least that's got nice graffiti on it. Yeah, another empty lot right there, another empty lot on the right, another building with all graffiti all over it. Yeah, there's more graffiti. This place changed just since I was here in January, and I know that people are going to say, you know, the snow makes everything look nice, but I swear this place has gotten worse since I was last here. And I mean, maybe I wouldn't see the garbage that I see right now driving on the street, but you'd see all the graffiti. And there is way more graffiti than there was when I was here just in January. And we're in May right now. And there's way more graffiti just since then. And I had watched some thing online about how the police had taken like 350 guns off the street, and how they arrested, I think it was 45 gang members or something like that. And I'm reading this stuff and I'm thinking, okay, you took 45 gang members off the street, but is the DA going to put the people in jail and actually keep them there? I mean, what's, you know, they talk about all this stuff, the cops are doing their job, but if they're not putting the guys in jail, it does absolutely no good to even bother taking them off the street. It's just a waste of resources and time of the cops that they could be helping somebody that they could actually help. Just my opinion on that. But if they're not, if these guys aren't going to get put in jail, they're seriously just wasting resources. And now we're getting closer to the end of this. So yeah, this is all boarded up. On the left, it's all boarded up. You can see there's graffiti on the plywood that's over it. This area is really busy down this way. Although that place might even actually be open with all the plywood on it. More empty spaces on the right. More graffiti. That big puffy, whatever puffy writing. Yeah, all this stuff on the left is all closed. There's still stuff down here. I wonder how this stuff even stays in business. Well, the plasma place is open because, you know, people have to get their $50 a month or whatever they pay to give plasma. But yeah, this end is a little busier, and maybe there's more going on down here. I'm gonna just turn here to turn around. Just turn around in here. So that was the stretch of the bulk of the bad area of, well, the area that got destroyed by the riots, I should say. You turning, buddy? Yep. So that's the bulk of it, and I really wish I would have got a before and after, but I didn't think of coming down here in January, and it wouldn't have, I mean, it probably wouldn't have been that much different than now, and it probably looks better now, but this city isn't coming back. More graffiti. I don't know how they come back from this. If you lose 700 businesses, and this was the bulk of it, I had found a map online that showed where most of the damage had happened, and it was all mostly right in this stretch. Up a little further, mostly where we were by where the police station was. That was where it was really the worst. But it was mainly this whole stretch of Lake Street. And when they said 700 businesses, it didn't look like on the map I saw, it didn't look like there were 700 spots that they had marked on there that they had lost. But around the city there was 700. But just driving through what we saw, I don't know how many of them were open before that, but assuming everything was open, that one section, almost everything was closed. There was nothing in the buildings for blocks. And a lot of this stuff, like that daycare, was an adult daycare. Okay, that one's closed down. And that's boarded up, like for good boarded up. I'm just going to finish this drive back through this from the other angle. So there's the Chicago Lake Liquor. That one was on the news a lot. It looks like that one got reopened though. That one was on the news a lot. And it's definitely reopened because there are a lot of cars in that parking lot. And I don't know how this is going to work. We got people backing out. We have people backing out, people trying to go forward, people cutting in front of us. All right, I'm going around. Oh, go, 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 dude, I'm going around you. I'm not gonna get stuck there. Yeah, Midtown Global Market, that whole building looks like it's, oh wait, some of it's open. Yeah, this is getting into the part that it's not as good of an area. And that place is open, they're functional, but that looks like it got destroyed. More graffiti, oh, that whole building there is destroyed. Some of this they probably didn't make them tear down, but probably could have. Yeah, this is really bad. Well, I'm going to keep driving through the end of this. It'll just be kind of a repeat of what we just went through, only in reverse. And just so you can see it from a different angle. But I'm going to try and get out of this area. It's already starting to look a little shadier than it was a little before that. Okay, we're gonna come up through here again, and the police station that got burnt down should be on the right. Right up here. Maybe we can get a better look at it. Yeah, so that's straight ahead. On the right there, that's the old police station that got burnt down. That's the police station that got destroyed, and it's still destroyed. And I know they switched it to a different place, and I believe I read that they had switched it to multiple different places. Like they had gone to a different location and then went to another different location on top of that. I don't know why they couldn't just I don't know how bad that was damaged, if they could just fix that, but it couldn't have been too bad if they didn't make them tear the building down. But yeah, we're back to all this. There's nothing, there's nothing in these buildings. That whole side of the street is destroyed. All right, well, that's all I wanted to show you since I was here. I thought I would do a quick drive through here and just see what all this looks like. See if they fixed any of it, but it's been 3 years. And if they haven't fixed it now, it's not going to get fixed. So it's not going to get any better than that. And likely if I drive through here next year, if I come through here again, likely it's just going to be more boarded up buildings. Because I doubt any of this gets built back up. So, all right, well, thanks for watching. I'm going to let this drive through.